Hello, guys. Welcome to the Car Talk. It's been a long time since we had a chat, and well, finally we are here to talk about something else. Tomorrow, the 29th of February, leap year 2020, we have the biggest match. It's the biggest match in South African calendar, the football calendar. Anywhere you go, if they ask you what's the biggest match, it's Orlando Pirates versus Kaizer Chiefs. And this year it's more interesting because it's more like a decider on which team will advance to challenge for the league. Whichever team loses to tomorrow, they are actually going to be losing more points in terms of challenging for the league. Currently, Chiefs is number 1 and Pirates is number 2. Where they have more matches than the likes of Sundowns and Bidvest. But if you look at the league, the three main teams that will be contending for the title are Kaizer Chiefs, Orlando Pirates, and Sundowns. Pirates doesn't have the same chance as the two teams. But they still have a chance because anything could happen. If they beat Chiefs, then they have a better chance of advancing because they don't be facing these bigger teams. If they take them out, we know that they have more chances. You win your matches, and then you worry less about what the table would look like. Because if you win your matches, anything can happen. Sundowns can lose most of their matches. We have seen that small teams tend to beat big teams. You have the likes of Cheaper, you have the likes of Black Lopers. Even though they are at the bottom, they would surprise many teams. Looking at the past two matches that Pirates and Chiefs have played, before we even go to predictions, I want to enlighten you on this fact. Chiefs played Maritzburg and then they lost 2-1 to Maritzburg. Maritzburg won 2-1. They beat Chiefs. We thought Chiefs is going to win. Everyone thought, no, it's just a walkover. But you know what? Maritzburg surprised Chiefs and then they beat them. They went to play at the Nedbank Cup against the Highlands. Highlands drew with Chiefs. We thought it was going to be a walkover, but Chiefs drew. And then they lost 5-4 on penalties. That's when Kune was playing. Remember, they took a pay from, since he lost, he made a loss from Maritzburg. They took him out, they put Kune in. Kune gave them an L again. So, looking at it, you could say that it might not be a big decider, but it's a confidence killer, because if you lose 2 matches in a row, you lost a league match and then you were booted out of the cup game, the Nedbank Cup, it looks like you are losing your points, and for Chiefs it doesn't look well. And also for Pirates, they drew 3-3 with the Bidvest. Actually it was 2-2 with Bidvest, and then they went to extra time, and then they scored 1 goal each. And from there, Pirates lost 3-2 on penalties. They went back again on the league match. They played Black Leopard, and it was a lucky win, actually. They won 1-0 against Leopard. So, if you take all these things and then you bring them together and say, which is the bigger team here? Which is the team that looks like it's a strong team? I would actually say Pirates looks like a team that's going to take... that's ahead in terms of match fitness, confidence, and all this. But don't ever write down Chiefs. They won against Pirates last year after 5 years, and then they have another chance of winning. So my prediction is that I feel like thing that will take part in this is the fact that Chiefs doesn't want to lose. If Chiefs lose, they know that their confidence will be at the bottom. So they want to make sure that they win this match so that they have a greater chance. They can then sit back and say, if Sundowns lose, then we have a greater chance. Remember, Sundowns is playing the CAF. So if Sundowns is going around Africa and then coming back, they're exhausted. Then it gives more chance of winning, and then Sundowns will be playing against teams when they're exhausted, and then there are more chances of them losing. So Kaizer Chiefs, they are at the back, but they are more dangerous. You know, They say that the last kick of the dying horse is the most lethal one. So I think Chiefs at the moment is like a dying horse. They don't want to go without a fight. So I feel like the squad of Chiefs, they have a bigger squad where they can crash Pirates at any minute. But don't forget the factors of Mahango there at Pirates. Pirates have this striker who is the leading goal scorer. The guy doesn't want to stop scoring. He keeps scoring. So if he's at his form, I fear for Kaizer Chiefs because it's gonna be something bad for them. But then again, Mahango doesn't play alone. He plays with the likes of Lodge, Vincent Pule. Those are the attack of Pirates that is very dangerous. And if you look at Pirates, they are more dangerous attacking, but their back line, it at times it's frustrating because you find that they are not as strong as you want them to be. Happy Jele is a good captain, but sometimes he's not consistent in terms of his game. So I see Chiefs utilizing that backline of Pirates that is the weakest link in terms of goals. I see them utilizing that. And remember, they have a goalkeeper who's a Dele. The guy is an open net. If they place him, it's over for them. Unless they want to go with the most trusted one, Sunderland, who sometimes at the bigger matches he tends to just fumble and then end up costing Pirates the game. But my prediction is that it's going to be Kaizer Chiefs who's going to win this match, and then it's going to be 2-1. So if you are one who likes betting, Betway, Hollywood bets, sporting bets, such things, I think the best thing that you can choose is that you go straight to win for Kaizer Chiefs. Obviously, you can be going straight in and betting with 100 runs. You go big on this one. It's either you lose or you win. And Chiefs is paying around 1.75. So if you bet 1,000 upwards, you get a lot of money. It's a good return. And then also both teams to score, that's a killer. That's what you have to go for. You can also go for over 2.5 goals. So that's what you can go for. But my prediction is that Chiefs will not lose. There will not be a draw in this match. Pirates, obviously, I think they will score the first goal. And then the next 2 goals will come from Chiefs. I think there will be a penalty in this match because it's going to be a high-intensity match. The pitch will be flowing. Everything would be flowing, and then I see a penalty in this match. It might go to the Pirates side. It might go to the Chiefs side. But I think there would be a penalty, and Chiefs will win 2-1. If they win 2-1, and then it gives them a greater chance of winning the league. But there are probabilities. You can't just say Chiefs will win. It can happen that Chiefs will lose. If Chiefs loses, Chiefs will not win the league. If Chiefs loses today, it's over with the league. That's why I'm giving them the benefit of the doubt to say that Chiefs will win 2-1 because they need this win more than anything. They need it more than the cup game. They need it more than anything, more than the final, because if they win, the confidence will be so high, skyrocket high. And then it will mean that now Chiefs have the advantage to make sure that they dictate how the league goes. You cannot worry about Sundowns. Of course, people will say worry about Sundowns, but I think Sundowns is not a strong team. It has good players, but Sundowns, most of the times, they win the match by just luck. And if you look at the game, how they are, a strong team needs to make sure that they always play at a strong advantage. You don't need to be scoring and then losing the ball easy and then being scored afterward. A strong team makes sure that they do not concede much. And when they play, especially against small teams, they crush them. But Sundowns, it looks like some of their matches, maybe it's because of fatigue, they tend to just maybe take them for granted and then end up losing. They have good players, but I don't see them challenging Chiefs if Chiefs wins against Pirates. But if Chiefs loses, it's all over. So guys, I think that's my prediction. I'm seeing Chiefs winning 2-1. If you guys feel like you have other options, opinions about this game tomorrow, you can comment on the box. Let's chat about it. What do you think would be the score? Who do you think would win? Hopefully my score comes right, and I'm gonna be betting also. I hope that I will win. I'm betting straight win for Kaizer Chiefs, and I'm putting a lot of money on that. You never know, huh? They say take a chance. Who knows? You might win. So guys, thank you for tuning in. Until next time. Cheers.